In the late 1950s and early 1960s, researchers experimented with an alternative to the standard tuberculosis treatment, that is, to treatment in sanatoria, where people with tuberculosis would go to live for months to years while they received their medications. The reason people had to go live in these special settings for treatment was because tuberculosis is highly infectious and the treatment can take years to complete. The sanatoria separated the patients from society and ensured that patients received full treatment. This was important because, as some studies have shown, over a third of patients with TB would not take the full course of their medications if they were simply given them to take home with them. This poses a big problem because A, their tuberculosis isn't being treated and can be spread to others, and B, because partial adherence to tuberculosis medicines can create drug resistance, which is a true nightmare for public health officials who only have a few medicines to rely on. So, researchers devised a program where the patients could live at home and house arrest if they were actively infectious, or normally if they were past that stage, and prove that they were taking their medications regularly by having a healthcare professional present as witness when they took their pills. This is known as directly observed therapy, or DOT. The initial studies proved this to be an effective way to ensure patients took the full course of their medications, and that this method was hugely more affordable and convenient than maintaining whole facilities dedicated to patients with TB, the sanatoria. In fact, DOT proved so successful that it was eventually adopted internationally as the standard of treatment for active tuberculosis, and is still in use today. In our own county health department here in San Bernardino, we actually use video DOT, the next step in the process. This relies on programs like Skype and Facebook with tuberculosis patients, so healthcare workers don't have to physically visit to keep track of their treatment. They can simply watch them using the technology. This saves even more money for the healthcare system, as well as protecting the time and privacy of patients.